So guys, I did a lot of these freaking these stories about Dave Chappelle, his stand up comedy skit from on the closer on the Netflix all time favorite show right now to a bunch of people, but apparently not to the freaking trans community because apparently that there was some things that he said in that freaking comedy bit that apparently offended the freaking woke trans mob. And they said and now you have a lot of you had a lot of trans people out here claiming that jokes are racist now, pretty much trying to say Dave Chappelle should be fired, Dave Chappelle should be canceled. The free and the freaking woke mob are going all over Twitter, freaking liberal Twitter, claiming that Dave Chappelle is a freaking white wing talking point and a freaking white supremacist. No. This is actually for real. There are literally people on Twitter calling Dave Chappelle a white supremacist because he told a joke that apparently the trans community, the woke trans community didn't like. This is an actual thing. How do we get to this point where apparently people like stand up comedians can't do their jobs no more? I don't know how the hell we got to this point. It's just like it's like freaking entitlement just went through the freaking roof. That apparently you gotta get offended by everything. Your parents obviously didn't teach you to have to have a backbone. They obviously taught you how to be a pansy. So that's where a lot of these freaking problems stem from. A lot of parents just failed their kids because it was saying like, yo, sometimes trying to tell them like, yo, sometimes your opinion don't mean jack. And now apparently Dave Chappelle is I think he's doing a tour or something with Joe Rogan. He's about to do a podcast or something with Joe Rogan. And now a lot of people are pissed off saying, see, we told you Dave Chappelle was a white supremacist. He was a white nationalist. He's mean with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan hates the trans community. Joe Rogan is anti-science. When no, you're just in your fucking feelings because Dave Chappelle said something you didn't like. Get out your fucking feelings, guys. If you can't learn how to take a joke, if you can't learn how to like at least laugh when something at stand-up comedians, then don't fucking watch it. Just say, yo, I ain't okay. I ain't about to be done with this crap. I ain't about to watch it. No, the freaking trans community at Netflix did a full blown walkout and a bunch of the trans people got fired. One leaked down some freaking private stems on Netflix in the closer, and they want to act surprised, saying, "Yo, why did you fire me? I ain't do nothing wrong." When they literally just freaking leaked out personal financial information about Netflix in the closer. They want to act surprised, and then there was another freaking advocate saying, "Oh, trans people should be getting paid more than your average hetero." For real, I don't get how that's equality at all. They talk about they want the same rights, but then they out here demanding more pay. It's like this whole freaking this whole feminist BS. We don't want to get paid as equal as men. We want to get paid more, guys. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. But I'm about to show y'all this little address right here from the Variety. Now, first of all, let's go ahead and show y'all this. Dave Chappelle refuses to apologize to trigger trans activists. I said what I said. Yo, is it me or is the post millennial becoming more white ring? I mean, yeah, they still left, but they becoming more. They becoming at least center. At least center right. They see that the freaking left is trying to bash on them. It's trying to excuse me. It's trying to bash on the post millennial because apparently they giving out news stories that hurt the Biden administration, and now they doing this whole Dave Chappelle thing, and the left wing mob is saying like the post millennial is now a white wing talking point, which it's not. But let's go ahead and get into this story from the Variety. Dave Chappelle willing to discuss the closer with trans community, but says he's not bending to anybody's demands. Dave Chappelle has spoken out about the controversy over his Netflix special, The Closer, in a new stand-up video, saying that is willing to meet with the transgender Netflix employees or other members of the trans community, but won't bend to anybody's demands. In the video, Chappelle remained unapologetic about the special, which was accused of containing transphobic and homophobic remarks and led to a walkout at Netflix, saying, "I said what I said." So, Dave Chappelle is literally one of those people that's like, yo, I got nothing to apologize for. I'm doing my job. If you don't like it, get the fuck out, go the fuck somewhere with your crying ass. That's what basically this is. Dave Chappelle is doing a whole, I'm gonna keep doing me. If you guys don't like it, then that's on you guys. But instead of just me telling you, let me go ahead and show y'all from his Instagram about what he said.
It's been said in the press that I was invited to speak to the transgender employees at Netflix, and I refuse. That is not true. If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we are speaking about. I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. My God, how could I not? You said you want a safe working environment at Netflix. Well, it seems like I'm the only one that can't go to the office anymore.
Right.
I want everyone in this audience to know that even though the media frames this, that it's me versus that community, that is not what it is. Do not blame the LGBTQ community for any of this shit. This has nothing to do with them. It's about corporate interests and what I can say and what I cannot say.
He's right. Again, he's right. This isn't about the LGBT versus Dave Chappelle. It's about corporate media telling Dave Chappelle what the fuck he cannot say when he's trying to do his job, making people laugh. That's basically what this is. And now Dave Chappelle is again giving a big FU, a big middle finger to the corporate media, saying, "Yo, y'all want to come at me? I'm gonna come at you. I'm gonna come at y'all back."
For the record, and I need you to know this. Everyone I know from that community has been nothing but loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about. In summer 2020, when the whole world shut down, I was outside doing shows. My neighbor had a cornfield, and he let me throw shows there, and people came from all over the country. Some people came from around the world to see those shows. The best comedians on earth came to my home and broke bread with me. And we lived our lives. We found a way to keep moving forward. I made a whole documentary about it. The first night of those shows was a piece that some of you might have seen. It was called 846, and it dealt with the murder of George Floyd. This film that I made was invited to every film festival in the United States, and some of those invitations I accepted. And when this controversy came out about The Closer, they began disinviting me from these film festivals. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film. Thank God for Ted Sarandos at Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet. To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anybody's demands.
See, that right there. That right there is what got freaking Dave Chappelle a lot more respect in my opinion, because he literally said like, yo, y'all ain't gonna summon me. We gonna talk when I want to, not when y'all want to. And I'm not gonna apologize for anything I said. I respect the hell out of Dave Chappelle for that, because he's one of these people who's not going to apologize for what he said. Y'all took it the wrong way, and not as me telling a joke. So I ain't about to be apologizing for anything.
And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end. You must come to a place of my choosing and a time of my choosing. And thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gatsby is not funny. I desperately want people to see this movie, but I understand why investors would be nervous. Since nobody will touch it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make it available for all of you in 10 American cities, going on sale in the next few days. You will be able to see this movie in its entirety, and you can see what they're trying to obstruct you from seeing. And you can judge for yourself, but you cannot have this conversation and exclude my voice from it. That is only fair. You have to answer the question, am I canceled or not? Then let's go. Thank you very much, and good night.
So guys, you heard it from the man himself. He says, I would not bend the knee to any of you. And it's true. A lot of people who criticize Dave Chappelle on The Closer never even saw the damn movie. I ain't see it because I ain't got freaking Netflix. I'm not getting another freaking streaming service. I'm not doing that. If it was on HBO Max, I would watch it wholeheartedly. But now, since this whole thing came out, the freaking woke mob just stopped Dave Chappelle from making more money. Imagine that. The freaking woke mob that's talking about black representation just stopped the black man from making money because the investors don't want to get anywhere near the freaking angry woke mob virtue signaling out their ass. It's not that this whole woke thing. It's got to the point where people don't even want to be woke. Don't get me wrong. It's still a portion of American citizens that will go with it just because they don't want to seem like a racist, or they don't want to be seen as racist. That's the only reason why most people go to these freaking protests, these walkouts. They join the movement because they don't want to seem like a racist or a transphobic person. That's literally the only reason. It's not that they actually believe this. They are just virtue signaling. That's the main problem with this whole woke mob thing. It's mainly people who's in it to just virtue signal, and not because they actually care, because they don't want to be labeled as something bad from the same community. Now, the thing about what Dave Chappelle is that he says at the end, "Am I canceled?" and the whole crowd said no. So Dave Chappelle is not going anywhere. He's not going to apologize. They ain't going to cancel him. He's still going to say that whatever the hell he wants. The same thing with Joe Rogan. He's going to say whatever the hell he wants. And they know that they can cancel that the woke mob cannot cancel either one of those two, because they not apologetic. They stand by what they say. And I respect the hell out of that, especially from Dave Chappelle. When you had a whole freaking trans woke mob go after Dave Chappelle, and some of them didn't even watch the freaking special. They just heard one thing about it, saying that Dave Chappelle was being transphobic or homophobic, and they said, "Yeah, that's what he is." Not actually watching the whole freaking special. Now, some of the clips I did see about Dave Chappelle, it was funny. It was funny. I ain't like I said. I really do want to watch the whole special, but I ain't buying Netflix. I ain't getting Netflix. I ain't doing that crap. I'm about to cancel my freaking Hulu subscription and just stick with freaking HBO Max and my Disney Plus subscription. I don't even watch Disney Plus no more. I only got Disney Plus because of the old Disney cartoons. That's pretty much it. But as far as Dave Chappelle goes, he's someone that you can't cancel. Same thing with Bill Burr and Joe Rogan, because they stick with who they are and they stick with what they say. They know that it's just, jokes and giggles. They know that they don't mean no harm by it. They know that. But apparently the woke mob can't get with the program and say, okay, it's a joke. I may not like it, but I'm not going to cancel you for it. That's the main problem with this whole woke mob. They want to cancel everybody. See, if you cancel everybody, you won't have nobody else to cancel. So they pull up all this freaking Twitter finger. They go on their phone, go on Twitter, go on Facebook, social media, Instagram, whatever kind of social media that they use, and they would do everything in they little liberal fingers to try to cancel Dave Chappelle for jokes that apparently they can't handle, or they don't even know if that's exactly what he said because they ain't watched that special. You can't cancel somebody if you haven't seen the full schedule from 1 second to the end. You can't cancel somebody just because somebody said a bad review about it, and it couldn't even have been something transphobic or homophobic. It's just how they felt it was. Just because you felt like it was something doesn't mean that's actually what it was. But guys, Dave Chappelle is not afraid. He said, "Yo, if we're gonna meet, it's gonna be on my terms, not y'all's." So I give kudos to Dave Chappelle because this dude has some balls to go after the woke mob and say, like, right in their face and say, "Yo, this is what's gonna happen. Either you like it or you don't." And I respect the hell out of that. This be more people out here like Dave Chappelle who is not afraid to just say it how it is. It's that simple. More people need to say it how it is and not say it from a media's point of view. But I'm just one opinion, guys. If you guys like what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I will see you on the next one. Peace.